beautiful people, Sean Long here, and man, it's been a long time since we've done these. Not too long, but longer than I wanted. Thank you guys for joining me. It's not too late, but probably late if you're on the East Coast or whatever. Yeah, it's around like probably 9:30 ish Pacific time. But yeah, I'm really excited to do this unboxing. It was would have been a Comic-Con exclusive, but it's a Toy Fair exclusive. And of course, you know from the title, hey, what's up, Blue Blur? I want to make sure this, there you go. Yeah, we're doing, hold on, trying to get I'm on my phone here in the living room. Hot day in California and it's a little smoky, so anyone that lives in California like me and Heather do, please safe. And Heather will join us. Oh yeah, she's coming out here. She was just using the restroom. Chewie's right behind the camera, which is my phone. But yeah, I'm really excited. Just gonna do an unboxing of this figure. I actually have a whole bunch of other things, and I have a package from BigBadToyStore.com. By the way, even though this is something you can't get at Big Bad Toy Store, you can get the Spider-Man Far From Home. What's it called? God, what do you call? I should know this. It's his first suit, his starter suit. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the one with the homemade suit. There you go. You can get that at BigBadToyStore.com. Link in the description, as well as Hot Toys just revealed that they just released their Iron Spider, the comic Iron Spider, not the one from Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, and all that. So, but this one, really excited for. This is through Sideshow Collectibles, which even though I haven't been worked with them for a long time, I still get things from them. They're still a great company. They are the reason why Hot Toys are here in America. So, gotta give love to Hot Toys. I mean, Sideshow for that. But yeah, I'm really excited to open this up. It's Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man, or Spider-Man 2099 base. I looked, and you got Heather here. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, and Chewie's right here next to my feet. You can't really see him, but yeah, we're gonna open this guy up. Not do a super long show, but we will talk about the future of this channel, which is going in very exciting places. There'll still be toy-related stuff, especially with Big Bad Toy Store, but nothing on the review side. Just more fun live unboxings, which is I prefer doing it that way anyway.
Do you need any help with that?
Oh no, I got this. But it will help when we take things out of the box. So yeah, they already know what this is. This is not like a surprise thing, you know, so let's open this up. Ooh. So we got this. I bet you like $5 Shitara or Luna will come and get in a box. So here we got the packaging, Sideshow exclusive sticker, very beautiful box. Hot Toys boxes alone, like, you know, people save them. People even save these things. I learned early on, if you ever want to resell Hot Toys, keep this. People like make a big deal about the shipper boxes. Because I used to use these to recycle them and ship things and stuff, and people were like, is the shipper box? Oh, you keep that? It's like, yeah, man, the shipper box. I'm like, okay. Going on a little thing, a very American thing. We keep things like this, right? It's like,
that's called hoarding.
Yep.
There's a word for it.
Oh yeah. In all honesty, if these things weren't like 200 something or $300 figures, I wouldn't even keep the box. Like I recycle anything that's literally around $50 or less, or sometimes even around $100 or less. I recycle the box, but you do have to admit that is pretty. But unless you have like a mansion or you just collect only Hot Toys, I don't know how you would just. Some people do display the boxes, but or maybe if you have like one Hot Toy, I can imagine like having this as a background with your figure in front of it. I mean, that is really nice. What do you think before we open it up?
Yeah, it's beautifully done.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I love the artwork on here. If you notice in there, it has all these different poses of the figure and everything. Isn't it crazy? This is like only, let's see, 2099, so that'd be, yeah, this is only 80 years away. This is how, remember when 2099 was like, that's so far in the future. That's only 80 years away. That's not too far in the future anymore. Yeah, that's so crazy. Man, hopefully 2099 will be a better year than 2020, minus some good things that happen in the year.
Well, hopefully 2099 won't be post-apocalyptic either.
Yeah, hopefully what's been going on in California with the fires isn't something that's a standard thing. We have orange skies, kind of like Blade Runner. Did you see Blade Runner 2045 or whatever, or 2000? I forget. It was the Ryan Gosling one, but yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah, it was like the same thing, orange skies, because there was so much smoke and everything like that. So that's why people kept comparing California to that, because it's like, oh my god. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, let's just real quick show off the box real quick. Really pretty. Love all these things. I think you can still get this at Sideshow Collectibles. You're looking like John Lennon now. Actually, she's a bigger Paul McCartney fan, and she said I look like Paul McCartney. Yeah, but both well, the Beatles all had, like, every one of the Beatles had a long hair, bearded look during the 70s, like 60s, 70s.
Yeah, but Paul McCartney rocked that way better than all of them.
Yeah, Paul McCartney. That's Paul is actually both of our favorite Beatles members. So yeah, gotta love
Paul McCartney is like my favorite person, musician,
Yeah.
lyricist, overall genius of all time.
Oh yeah.
I love Paul McCartney.
Does this have a box sleeve? I'm trying. Or this? Oh no, it's part of the box.
It's like right here.
Oh no, I knew. Sometimes Hot Toys boxes open up and you can see the figure, but I guess this one doesn't. Oh no, it does. Okay, so okay, so man, you can tell I haven't opened up a new Hot Toy in a while. So here we go. Ooh, first impressions. Those are all the people that made the figure. I gotta give credit. Hopefully it's not backwards, but it might be backwards. Those are all the people. I just got the 2009 Spain. Goddamn, does he have shelf presence? Yeah, it's an amazing costume. Gotta give Hero Kwan and Jathan Law, and of course Howard Chan and JC Hong, who are in charge of Hot Toys. Amazing people there. I actually met Howard Chan, very awesome dude. Alright, let's open this up, you guys. Oh, and of course, warning, you don't want to choke on your Spider-Man, because, like, you'll be the one choking, you'll be the one choking. If you watch Into the Spider-Verse, you'll understand that reference. She actually hasn't seen that part yet of the movie we needed to.
I believe I was watching it and fell asleep, right?
Yeah.
Is that the movie we were watching?
Yep. Yeah, because he makes a cameo at the end credit. Voiced by Oscar Isaac, I'll just say that.
What?
Yeah.
I love Oscar Isaac.
Mm-hmm. Well, Miguel O'Hara and, of course, like, Oscar Isaac, that makes sense. So, if anyone knows Spider-Man 2099, Miguel's costume is based on a futuristic luchador costume. So, it's actually very luchador inspired, which is very cool. I love the blue and the reds. It's very...
These always come with the coolest accessories.
Oh, I know. So, let's take it out. Oh, man. Ooh, that new Hot Toy smell, right? So, got to deal with a lot of plastic on here. He has little things to protect his armpits. Take out his little head, and oop, got the little thing snagged down there. Oh, and the thing, oh wow. Wow. Here, before you take the things on the feet, tell me what you think. Careful of his talons, though. They're sharp.
That feels like a real suit.
I know. That's why Hot Toys are like world renowned, you know. It's like actual real costumes and stuff. And for anyone know, this is from the Spider-Man PS4 video game that came out 2 years ago. But even though this is based on how Miguel looks in the comic, they try to make it more real world, like texturing. If you look at the costume, it has so much nice texture all around. And yeah, it's like...
Yeah, it's really nicely made.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that Sideshow and Hot Toys decided to make this one and Scarlet Spider, two of my favorites, non-Peter Parker Spider-Man, as exclusives. These are super popular characters. Why didn't they get a non-exclusive release? It makes no sense to me, but whatever. I mean, it's not too hard to get, but I gotta double check. One thing, if you look at his hands, he just like the actual costume in the comics, he has talons. So he has kind of like that Black Panther claw, hands. That's what made him unique from Peter. So yeah, even if you look at all the hands, they have the sharp nails and very nice.
Yeah, they're really detailed on there too. It's not just a continuation of the blue suit. They're actually like black.
Oh yeah. And those are amazing. All that red, all that stuff Insomniac Games added their own, textures to the costume because of course in the comics they're more solid colors. Well, but yeah, you can see all this nice line work all around. Very much like this is how he would look like if they made a real world costume of it, which is what they were going for. So I think that's absolutely amazing. The only thing I don't like about Hot Toys is how they protect all the feet, but they also make it hard. Okay, there we go. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would, but here you guys go. Miguel O'Hara. I really love. You could definitely tell this is like a loot. And Spider-Man was a wrestler in the comics before he became a superhero. That's his origin story. But this is Miguel O'Hara, so. But yeah, he became a big part of the Spider-Verse storyline, and he has actually.
Didn't they put that in a little bit into the Amazing Spider-Man? It was right when he was like a wrestler first.
Yeah,
it was
they
that
did.
one, right?
Yep. Yeah, that was from the comics and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's why I like the Amazing Spider-Man better than all of them.
Oh yeah.
Out of the movies, anyways.
Here, before we show off the figure, I'm gonna show off the accessories so you can hold Miguel. Protect my lady. Well, she doesn't really need that protection, but she's a strong woman. She could be her own Spider Woman. So he comes with quite a bit of hands. He has, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, he has 6 pairs of hands, or 12 hands. That's crazy. So before I show the hands, let me show. He comes with the traditional spider webbing. So he has like little boogers. No, I'm just kidding. But it's they look like boogers. He has all the different spider webs, which I keep it in the padding so it doesn't go anywhere. He comes with this little
web. Where does it go? Does it go in one of the hands?
Oh yeah. You can have him like hold onto this in his hand. Yeah, he has the little This has been an accessory that comes with other Spider-Man figures, so this is nothing too new. You can connect it to like here. Well, actually, it's more like this one. You can connect it to here. See?
Oh, so it comes with a bunch of web.
Yep.
And he just holds on to it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. There's a hand actually made for that. You put this in here, and you can have them like. Yeah. Just gotta make sure you put it in the right way. I think that's the right hand.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like one of these hands here. Yellow, right, this one right here. See, you can put it in and have him like look like he's holding.
I just want to play with them. I want to pose him.
I know. We will. So yeah, you can see that's cool. This is like he bunches up a bunch of web.
This is my Spider-Man to sing an opera pose.
Yeah. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web. Okay.
See, in order to actually do it in opera, though, you got to sing it in a different language, like Italian or something.
You would.
Or Armenian.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Or like Italian.
Yeah, definitely Italian. But yeah, he comes with a pair of fists right here. So one of this
These
one
are
hand.
all different hands up in here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So he comes with a pair of fists. I like it a lot.
So he's got the web blast fingers. Can you put webs coming out of that or no?
Yeah, you would see he comes with a web shooter right there, and then you attach the web right there, so you can actually attach it to.
So he's got the shooters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll show that here in a second. So, I always call these the Spidey Rock On hands, or the like I love you hands.
He's pulling my hair. That's rude.
I know, right? So I love these hands. Look at those nails, you guys. Miguel needs to cut his nails. By the way, it's hard to say Miguel without thinking of Cobra Kai. Amazing show.
Oh,
Check it out on Netflix.
Miguel.
Miguel. Wouldn't it be amazing if at the end of season 2 of Cobra Kai in season 3 he comes back dressed up as Spider-Man? he like had his treatment. I won't spoil anything, but like if you've seen Cobra Kai, which you have, it was on YouTube like 2 years ago, and now it's on Netflix. So there's no excuse for you not to watch it because everyone has Netflix. So please watch Cobra Kai. If you love Karate Kid, Cobra Kai is like the best thing since.
Yeah, that show is so baller. I watched it when it was on YouTube, and then since it's been on Netflix, I've rewatched it like 3 times.
He has web crawling hands, the spooky hands. I'm gonna come and get you.
I'm just a nerd for,
Look at that.
kung fu and karate movies.
Me too.
That's what I grew up being nerdy about.
Look at that. It
Stuff
looks like
that.
he's ready to get his nails done get a pedicure.
That is pedicure pose.
I know, right? Then he has like more, like, yeah, I'm gonna claw your face out hands.
Those are climbing hands.
Yeah, clawing hands. I just love the red texturing in there. It's amazingly
The
detailed.
suit texturing is pretty great.
Then he has, well, it's not really pair hands. Then he has this kind of like semi-karate chop hand. And then he has he has the pointing hand. That is, oh my god, I totally want him to do the pointing thing. I should bring on the Spider-Man and have, like I said, if you watch Into the Spider-Verse, you know what I'm talking about. The fact that he has a pointing hand is just perfect. I want to pose him with the pointing hand now.
So Oscar Isaac plays his voice in that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing Oscar Isaac underneath the suit now.
Yeah, I know.
And now I'm just like, damn boy,
Mm-hmm.
can I play with you?
I
Can I
know.
pose you?
He is a beautiful man. And then these are the web shooter hands, because Miguel's costume, the web shooters come out of his hands. I mean, it's in the costume, but yeah, it's like more techno-organic. And then a pair of wrist pegs in case you break them. And then the only other thing he really comes with is a stand and cradle. Let me take this out real quick. Very nice. Let me take the plastic off. Doesn't come with as much as Spider-Punk or the Advanced Suit or even Spider-Man, the Scarlet Spider. But the suit is so nice.
Yeah, and the posability is pretty great. Because it's like it is a suit over an action figure.
Yep.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah. It's a very cool stand right there. Got Miguel's head, or it's Peter's head in the Spider-Man 2000 costume because it is the skin, but it says Spider-Man 2099. Then you attach.
I like that name Miguel too.
Another good name.
Oscar Isaac, baby.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Oscar Isaac, go watch The Promise.
Yeah, great movie. Oop. I think we got everything. Let me close this up here. So we attach this, which is very easy. And we attach this, unscrew this. By the way, I need to get like a Spider-Man tank. It was really hot today. Not as hot as it's been in California, but definitely hotter compared to the last week or so. And it's going to be like high 90s tomorrow, but it should cool down. Plus, we've been dealing with some smoke. It's been really crazy here. So yeah, we got the stand now.
Oh my god, even like the bottom of his what?
Yeah.
Look at how posable that is.
Even has toe articulation. Yeah.
That is dope.
Yeah. Isn't it awesome? Let me put this away real quick.
That's really cool.
Put
I
this
like that.
in the background.
And his angles are articulated.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, he's got the twist and turn feature. So I'm used to collecting Barbies, and the waist turn is called the twist and turn feature. In fact, Barbie was the first ever doll to actually have that feature. So to me, it's twist and turn, okay? But that's cool. I like that. I like them when they can twist at the waist.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Coldest Water, for the amazing water ball tube. Get your own, link in the description. Definitely with these hot days, I love this. Really do I use this volleyball on. I got a beard rush now because now my beard is gone like so crazy. Trying to look like Paul McCartney, very late 60s, 70s.
1974, Paul McCartney.
Yeah, there you go. Good year. Okay. Yeah, you're having really fun.
Yeah, I can't help it.
I know. I know. That's a big turn on watching women play with a hot toy.
You know, I'm an adult artist. I'm used to posing things.
Yeah.
You know, I have to pose them and photograph them to sell them. So
I love this pose. It's like, what?
he's just like,
he's doing a shrug.
It's like when do I perform? Because you know, to me, he's in opera mode.
I know, right?
But
Yeah, the only bad thing I would say, I wish this came, but it's hard, you know. Miguel O'Hara's Spider-Man isn't like the more like, oh, I'm gonna drink a coffee cup and take a selfie Spider-Man. So he comes with tons of hands, some webbing. Yeah, maybe it's not as cool as Scarlet Spider or Spider-Punk coming with a freaking Spider-Man guitar in terms of accessories, but the figure itself, it's so beautiful.
well, he is the type of character that comes from a time where all that stuff is pretty unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's not a punk kid either. So.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to play with him a little bit?
Sure. I just want to show off. Yeah. Compared to other Hot Toys figures, he does have. I mean, he has a lot going on, but just not a lot in terms of accessories. But I really love his Spider-Man emblem, which I really feel like the Amazing Spider-Man really took inspiration from. But yeah, I really love it. It looks like a spider skull. I see the spider, like, right? It looks like it's a spider right there. You see the spider, but then it looks like a skull.
Yeah, totally, like the Punisher.
Yeah, it's like the Punisher and Spider-Man logo put together. That's why I love that. And yeah, Spider-Man 2099 has been around for like almost 30 years now, I think. I think he came out in the early 90s. If anyone can check the comments of like here. Oops, sorry.
I think it was 96.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive it was 96.
Yeah, Nathan. I know, I haven't gone live in a bit. Sorry, you guys. What's my favorite Beatles song? Oh, that's a good question, Justin. That's a real... I can't pick just one. Oh, man. Like...
For the Beatles, I can't pick a song. I can only pick a record.
Yeah.
And that is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band.
That one's amazing. If you want a great collection of Beatles song, Beatles #1 is amazing because it's all their #1 hit, like songs that went to #1. And those are
1992. I was
92.
4 years off.
So he will be he's 28 years old. This guy is 28. Good age. Is that crazy? You know, it's so funny. 90s characters have really come into their own in the last like 10 years. Like Harley Quinn, 90s character. She's almost 30 years old. Deadpool, another character.
Say Deadpool too, right?
Yep, Deadpool and Harley Quinn, both 90s characters created in the 90s, and now they're like having like big claim of fame. I really love this suit. I love blue. I love red. My favorite color, but it's one of my favorite Spider-Man suits. It's definitely. I just think it's very futuristic. But yeah, have you heard Creed? Have you too? Yeah, Creed the band. Yeah, of course. I would like to take me higher. Yeah, I don't think Creed's a bad band, but Scott Stapp, who's been through a lot of substance abuse, and he's finally he got over it. Thank God. He definitely was. Funny we're talking about Creed in this show, but yeah, it's just I like a lot of their songs. Scott Stapp had a Jesus complex. Literally, like the band actually, you know, they broke up because of that, because he was saying they were Christian band.
Not my genre of music at all.
Yeah.
Not even remotely.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, one thing that's cool, I noticed like his little web shooters right there. You can twist them around.
Oh, that's cool.
Then you can I think you can remove that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It comes in his hand. Trying to figure. Oh, I forgot to take out the instructions, but yeah, this like tabs into a certain hand. I think it would be this one. Yeah, it does. So you would take it out. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Here, hold Miguel. We're just gonna call him Miguel because that is his name. So, so look at this. So the web shooting hand, the rock on hand, you can take this out because even though this comes with instructions, I can figure this out. Nothing too complicated here. We're not installing batteries, so you can put this in. Oh, wrong side. Put this in. Oh, how cool! How cool! Sadly, it only seems to work. Well, it makes sense. You want this to be in his web shooting hands. Then you can take a web like this, and you can connect it into his web shooter hand, and there you go. So, real quick, switch this out. Be very careful. He does have. Hold this real quick. Be very careful because this is sharp and his nails are sharp. So he's definitely the most dangerous Spider-Man to play with. Okay, we'll take out this hand, switch it out. Be very careful when you do this. That's why they have a warning on all your Hot Toys. You can actually line this up here too. Oh yeah, let me push this in a little bit more. Just be very careful. I actually could have put in the web afterwards. I probably should have, but it's okay. Just make sure you line this up.
Does this connect to that? Or no?
Oh, not this one, but it can connect to these ones right here. So now, oh, see, I got poked. So now we can twist this around, and there you go. Got web in your eye. How cool is that? And we can switch out to even longer ones if you wanted to. I know, right?
I just imagine it making a really
I know,
noise.
Right? Wait, the camera is right there. That's so cool. Happy Halloween. First day of October, and we are covering you guys in cobwebs. Yeah, happy first day of October, you guys. But yeah, I mean, yeah, surprisingly, I mean, we're not going to do this show for too long. We'll probably do this for maybe like at the most in there 15 minutes. But, ooh, it feels nice right now with the fan. Yeah, we've pretty much gone over the figure. All I gotta say, it does suck he doesn't come with more stuff, and I wish that he was a little bit cheaper. But besides that, we didn't show off the articulation. I mean, we kind of did, but yeah, I'll just do that real quick.
I was playing with his articulation.
Yeah. I know. His head can fully rotate, can go up, almost like straight on, yeah, and then down. He has like a double neck joint thing. You kind of do the head, whoa. And then his arms can go up about that much. The costume does bunch up a little bit, but not too bad.
It realistically bunches up though.
Realistically,
really cool.
He has nice ratchet joints, so it goes up really good. He has a little bit of a butterfly joint. Be very careful with these. Oh, these are they're a little bit sharp, but not like they're gonna. Yeah, they're kind of a pliable plastic, so you can see right there. I don't feel like I'm gonna break them, but I would still be very careful. This is even though it's Hot Toys, this is a collectible, not a toy. So he has double joint elbows, wrist rotate, go in and out. So he has a ratchety diaphragm joint, so you can kind of like, oh yeah, look at those abs. He definitely doesn't eat tacos like we did. Well, no, he probably eats tacos. He's making it. Oop, the thing just fell out. But
tacos don't make you fat.
Yeah, you can eat tacos and have abs. Just make sure.
It's got all the 4 basic food groups in one thing.
Yeah, exactly. We just had tacos before doing the show, so that's why. Okay, and he does have.
I eat tacos, and my body's pretty rocking.
I know she does. I can vouch for that. Has a nice waist joint, and then his legs can go. Ooh, look at that butt. his legs can go. Not. I mean, if you kind of move it up, there you go. Hiya! I just wanted to do the Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai.
Gotta flex his foot toe.
There we go. Look at that. That is awesome. So yeah, really good. Yeah, and it does bunch up realistically. Like I said, people Hot Toys does its best to be realistic but also posable. But if you're using real costumes on any figure, the the costumes are going to bunch up. So if you were going to pose this figure, it's going to bunch up, because if you wore a costume and kept that pose for days and days, you're going to bunch up your costume. That's why people
Yeah.
keep their costume like on, you know, like on a mannequin or something. So anyway, he can almost do the splits. Nice ratchet joints, rotate at the thigh. Nice double joints. Yeah, you can definitely see you can do some really nice poses right there. Very cool. Hold on. I'm just having fun. That's awesome. And then his ankles can pivot forward and back. He does have a nice ankle pivot for Chartemis, especially because Miguel, you know, Chartemis does love Miguel O'Hara. And then the toe articulation. Love those feet detail. Here, have fun posing him. But yeah, let's spend a little time answering some questions while we play around and stuff.
I know that you did want to talk about the future of your channel.
Yes. Yeah, we'll do that real quick too. Are you going to get the Hot Toys Mandalorian? Yes. And what are we going to be for Halloween this year? Juicy Vids 07 asks. That's a good question. With this beard, I mean, I could wear a mask, and well, we wear masks every day, but so I can't be any clean shaven character. Not that, well, we will wear costumes at home, so I don't. Halloween, I love Halloween. The dressing up part is fun, but I just love the spooky atmosphere, and I love I mean Halloween. Heather, actually, this is a good thing. Tell me what would you celebrate, which is actually.
I celebrate Samhain, which is sort of Halloween, but it's all year round, starting tonight with the harvest moon.
Yep.
So we honor our ancestors and our loved ones by having feasts and prayers for them. Culturally, dressing up is for honoring your ancestors to help guide them back into the veil when it starts to close, which is actually Halloween time. Halloween is not when the veil is the most thin. That's when it's, that's when our spirits are going back. So I don't really do the dress up stuff and trick-or-treating things. I tend to use it as a day of prayer and leaving, offerings to our ancestors and to the spirits, which is just plates of food and candles. And I like to light candles in the windows to guide spirits home. So, I mean, dressing up is pretty fun though, but
Ooh.
I don't.
Philippine, real quick, Bongo TV. Hi, Pinoy, like Pinoy Pride, Yeah, so hope you get some lumpia out there. But yeah, no, I it's really cool that what you celebrate and bring that to attention. I know I have viewers that I actually have a lot of viewers from all over the world that celebrate other cultures and other holidays that aren't Halloween. Yeah, and I know kids love candy, kids love dressing up. With conventions, which aren't going on right now, I'll be at, what culture is that? Oh, tell more about that.
Okay, so Samhain is a pagan, and it's also a Wiccan and a subculture practice. It's a very ancient holiday. That's why it's like, things like Christmas is actually really Yule.
Yep, Yule.
Halloween's really Samhain.
Yeah, Samhain.
Easter's really Beltane. And they took these ancient holidays that promote spiritual awakening and connection to spirits and ancestors and turned it into these things about kids and false magic and fake icons like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. And I think it's a way to manipulate people from expanding their consciousness and connecting to the collective consciousness and understanding spiritism. So I prefer not to celebrate like mainstream holidays, but and more of like the cultural things of my family. So I am Armenian, but I was raised by pagans and gypsies that celebrate those spiritual holidays. That answers your question.
Oh yeah. So to answer your question, Halloween, I don't know. if we'll dress up and why we would dress up. We can take what we have already and just have fun. My Halloween's on a Saturday this year. Me personally, just us being in a comfortable makeshift costume, like something that's nothing, because we're not going out anywhere. We're not. We don't even know if trick or treating will be a thing this year. I wouldn't mind giving kids candy if that does happen. We'll try to give them. By the way, brings a good point. We'll talk about the candy thing to like let people know the sponsor.
Yeah, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so I'm actually a vampire, pretty much like all the time, all year round.
Yeah.
So, dressing up for Halloween is really just me being myself. Because I do vampirism all year round.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm connected to the vampire community. My fangs were done by Father Sebastian, who I love dearly. I'm really close to the organizers of the vampire balls and the vampire courts.
Oh, yeah.
And so if I want to dress up on Halloween, I'm not going to do anything spooky. I want to do something beautiful and adorable, like Princess Belle or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm your beast. I'm already like... By the way, I loved in the Beauty and the Beast remake when she said, like, you ever thought about growing a beard? Because that was actually...
I've always said that, too. Because, at the end of the day, he transforms into this human prince, but it's like, it's the beast I fell in love with, man.
Oh, I know. Same
here. The beast is sexy.
Oh, yes. Sexy beast.
I feel like he got shortchanged when he got turned into that blonde-haired, blue-eyed pretty boy.
Well, he always had blue eyes. Like, Beast had blue eyes. That's why I love the Beast, too, because he still had beautiful eyes even with...
Well, the thing about his eyes was that they were human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But when he transformed into himself...
She could know it was him because of his eyes.
But the thing is like she got shortchanged. I would have preferred to be with the Beast.
Yeah, but and Juicy, I will answer a question because they asked like how do we meet. But on the Beauty and the Beast thing, Paige O'Hara told me a story. She's the one that voiced Belle, and she's also the singing voice of Belle. She's talked about in the line that they wish they kept is that when Belle, at the end of the movie, says like, you ever thought about growing the beard because she's used to this beast form? And so when I saw the live action remake with Emma Watson, when she says that line, I thought of Paige O'Hara. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, that was a direct homage to her.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah, and Paige really gave Emma her blessing. I love Emma Watson. She's very beautiful. It's one of the best parts of the Harry Potter movies. She really made Hermione her own. Yeah, and... I still love the anime movie better, but I do like the live action movie too. I still think probably Aladdin or Jungle Book or I think they're probably like better. But Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorites, but I think in live action.
See, I love the live action Beauty and the Beast.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's number 2 on my list.
Yeah, we were talking about
live actions.
That. Oh, but did we talk about what was the one that we just saw that we really liked?
Mulan.
Oh, Mulan. Yep, Mulan. By the way, we won't talk about Mulan controversy because that movie doesn't deserve all the controversy yet, but it was such a good movie, and that's still one of my... That's probably... I think that's what I think a live action remake should be. They should do different from the anime movie. Otherwise, it's like The Lion King.
It's like, what's the point of constantly making the same movies over and over again?
Yeah, and then it's like... One thing I'll say about this, because I don't want to get in a rant, and plus I want to answer your question about how we met. I hate how people go from like Lion King is like $1 billion movie again, and people are like, then people complain, it's just the same movie over and over. Then Mulan makes a totally different movie, and people are like, oh, what the hell, the movie's awful, blah, 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 it's not as good as the original. It's like, what do you want? What do you want? You guys complain. I'm not talking to you guys, the audience, but like, I'm talking about in people in general. Like, people do that all the time. People complain about The Last Jedi. It was like, the character wanted to do that. Then when Rise of Skywalker goes back to what people want, and it's like, no, you can't please anybody. And that's actually a good segue into our show. We're actually going to start a and we'll talk about how we met too. Actually, we're going to have a long part about that, but that's a question. But the future of the channel, breaking news, Trump has COVID-19. Is that true? Like, is that, oh my God, if that's like wood, are you just saying that, or is that like legit news and stuff like that? That would be crazy. I wouldn't be shocked. But like don't just say that and stuff like that because yeah, don't just say that, man. It's like, yeah, don't be like breaking news and he has COVID and that's not true because I don't want to stop the show to check that because it's true. Check Google. Oh wow.
Oh snap!
Yeah, check that while I talk about this. So, the future of this channel, I'm still gonna do unboxings like we did. By the way, I love Heather's pose right here. That's really awesome. And I put Miguel in here. Melania does too. Holy crap.
Oh my god, yes. President Donald Trump
God.
tweets he and First Lady Melania test positive for COVID-19
Oh
17
my
minutes
god.
ago.
Holy crap, you guys. What? Oh my god. Holy crap. Now, will he finally wear a mask all the time? Jesus Christ. Well, I guess he can't do his campaigning anymore now. At least for 2 weeks.
What the heck?
Yep.
Oh, I just dropped my
my
phone.
god. Yeah, I know. It's like, holy crap.
Well, even though I'm not exactly a Trump supporter, I hope that him and Melania
Yeah.
don't suffer as much as some of these other people who have and end up on respirators.
I know. Yeah, and Trump is at that age where holy crap. Oh my god, that would be crazy. If something happens to him, I'm just saying hypothetically, I like how the pose. Oh, by the way, they love your pose, what you did.
Thank you.
It would be crazy if he passes away from COVID right before an election, and yeah, because then would that mean like Pence would take over for the rest of the year, and then
I have no idea.
That would be crazy. Oh my god,
I don't see them, but I do see them probably getting really sick.
Yeah, definitely, they're gonna get sick. Well, at least Trump, Melania could be fine.
I mean, he admitted on tape that he downplayed the virus and knew how dangerous it was.
Yeah.
So like, hopefully this will be a big awakening for him.
I know.
I hope he doesn't have to go through what other people have gone through on respirators and rehabilitation, like our friend Julie did.
Yep.
But
yeah, my Chartemis, as you guys know, who's my bud and also a bit like way bigger toy reviewer than I am. He got COVID. Him and his wife and his daughter, they all recovered. His wife, Charlie, the one, she lost her sense of smell for a while. She had the fever, shortness of breath. We were really worried about her. Chartemis was fine. He had no symptoms. He was asymptomatic. So here's the thing, guys, and I guess with this breaking news, we just want to reiterate this, and I constantly promote this daily. Please wear a mask. Please social distance. California has actually been doing good with cases. Other states have not been doing so good. In either other parts of the world, California, we have been doing good so far. Even with Labor Day, I heard that we've been okay.
Yeah, it's so important because a lot of these people that are dying from COVID, yes, they have pre-existing conditions, but COVID-19 makes it worse.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys.
I have heart disease.
Yeah,
and COVID would kill me. And
I know.
I don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you guys know, like, I'm an Uber driver. I talked about this many times, but I wear a mask all the time. I disinfect my car. If anyone even coughs in my car with a mask, I immediately disinfect the car right after they leave because I don't take that chance. Yeah, I take it very seriously, especially because I don't want my girlfriend to get it. The only places we go to is literally we're at home. I work doing Uber, which people are in the backseat of my car. We go to the park, which we do see people there, but we all keep our distance. We go to the beach. Very little people at the beach keep their distance. We pick up food wearing masks, like when we picked up tacos earlier tonight. So we both very careful. My dad too. My dad's the only other person I see daily. He lives really close by. Yeah, and he wears a mask. We're all very careful. We go to Starbucks. We wear masks. Starbucks brings the coffee to my car, and we wear masks when we do that. Yeah, thank you, Juicy Juice. Juicy Vix. I'm so sorry. I've been calling you Juicy Juice. I'm so sorry. I'm on my phone, so it's all small text. Yeah, so please, even though I'm not a Trump supporter, I don't want him to die from COVID. I don't want anyone to die from COVID. We've had over 204,000 Americans die now. Oh, chill.
A friend of mine literally lost 7 family members to COVID.
Yeah.
7.
7. Yeah.
So.
Oh, you had the virus a few months ago. Now I'm fine. That's good. I know.
And a friend of mine,
Mhm.
our friend Julie, had it, and she is a strong, tall, amazing, beautiful,
She's the
healthy
Amazon.
woman. Okay,
She's the Amazon.
and it nearly killed her.
I know.
She had to have rehabilitation on like learning how to breathe on her own again and stuff, and had to have steroidal treatments, respiratory treatments, and this is like a healthy, strong freaking person physically and mentally, and
I know.
so it a friend of mine just told me today that they found out that a 19-year-old healthy person
I was just
at
about
her
to talk
school
about that.
died from that.
I was just about to talk about that. Yes, exactly.
But,
Thank you for bringing
did you
that
want
up.
to tell them how we met, or
Oh yeah, we will. Sorry, that was breaking news, and we wanted to reiterate to be careful because I don't want her or anyone we love to die from COVID. So please wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance, stay at home if you can. If you have to go out and work like I do, be very careful. Back to normal. Do you think the world will be back to normal after all this has been happening? Not for a long time. It won't be back to normal pre-COVID for at least a year or so, guaranteed. There'll be more things opening up, but until a vaccine's been out there for a while, people wearing the mask, and we get COVID down to hardly any cases, it's not going to be. I don't see it, at least for the end of the year, probably at least midway through next year, before things we like, movie theaters and all these other things we love. The fact that we won't see Black Widow till next year now, that's people, we all know that, we just have to accept this. But that's why one thing I will say that will relate to how we met. If you have someone you love and you live with them, it makes the pandemic so much better. For all you out there that live alone, don't have roommates, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, I feel for you, because that's how we were before we got together during this pandemic. And the way we met, we've known each other for 5 years. We met at a was it Sinister Creature Fest, right?
No, we met before CreatureCon even came out.
Oh no, it was SatCon, right?
It was a toy convention.
Yeah, SatCon, yeah. Oh no,
and
it was
we
the
had
toy
our
one, yeah.
tables next to each other.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we met each other, and we both thought each other were cute. I loved her dolls, and she loved. She didn't even know I was a YouTuber. She had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. I'm
yeah.
just a doll artist. That I'm a sculptor. I make realistic babies. I showed them to you guys in our last video.
Yeah.
And I had a baby with me.
Yeah,
and I was like walking around with it and stuff, and.
Yeah, Fallen Angel Nursery. Check out Heather's amazing babies she makes. It's like realistic. Well, here, you describe it. Like, it's the best thing.
I make ultra realistic fake babies. Most of them are not human.
Oh.
They're mostly fallen angels, vampires, fairies, mermaids. I do them all.
Yeah.
Werewolves.
And by the way, thank you, Jack, for you said I was handsome. It's like, oh, like, I don't get that often except from her, so thank you so much. So,
but yeah, we were good friends, and then we actually did date not too long after we met.
Yeah,
and
oh yeah,
we just.
Oh yeah, I'll say it, and like I'll be honest, and it was something. So you guys know, because you guys have followed me for years. You've seen all my love interests on here. Heather was actually gonna be part of my YouTube thing. We talked about this. We when we were dating, we saw each other quite often. But after Natalie, and even during the time when Heather was dating me, tons of people still thought I was engaged to her. It was hard. People literally thought we were still together over a year after we broke up. It was hard, and I think because of that, and because a friend who I won't name, kind of making me like, kind of being devil's advocate of how I should be with, and like not only just Heather, but you guys remember Carla, all these other people really influencing how I was and people I dated. It short-lived our how long we were dating, and I felt really bad. I was emotionally unavailable. Yeah, and
then I was just coming out of a 12-year relationship.
Yeah, we were both
and
bad
I was
timing.
like really insecure about a lot of things that I wasn't really ready for either.
I don't blame you. You went through a lot.
It was a very abusive and traumatizing relationship.
Yeah, we were both heartbroken.
So then we were made friends for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And then we got back in touch.
Yep, just a couple months ago.
Just recently, and we're like, you know what? let's just do this.
I know. We both we both always had feelings for each other, and we both support each other when we dated other people. Um, I always felt like she was the one that got away because even when we dated, it never was the full relationship because we were just dating. We weren't like together, but we were dating each other, and we didn't even do. Um, I'll keep it PG, but we didn't do everything.
Yeah,
Couple
we
of
didn't
us.
even,
Yeah.
we didn't do any naughty things.
Yeah, exactly.
We kept it strictly PG.
Yeah, I was very I was very respectful to her because she just came
we
out
went
of.
to cons together and slept next to each other many times,
Mhm.
and he was always very respectful of
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that I wasn't ready because he
Yep.
had known the things that I've been through.
Oh yeah, and I respected. I still do for. Yeah, we were very much like, and also I didn't want. I was going through a thing where I was emotionally unavailable, but at the same time I didn't want to use people. Um, I always told people, and I told her, and she knew, and vice versa. We were both out of something, and so it was going to take some time for me to fall in love again. I was actually, I felt bad because I don't know if she's watching, but like if I were to tell her, I apologize, Carla. Like Carla told me she loved me, and I couldn't say I love her back, and I felt so bad for her because of what I was going through and everything. And that was like after you. So you can. It took me a long time, you guys. I like your long hair
Yeah,
and
back
smart.
then I totally had feelings for you too.
I know.
Like hardcore.
I know,
like,
and
so much.
also I'll say this, and we won't get in depth of things outside forces like my friend and Heather's ex, but definitely outside
Yeah,
things got in
it
the
just
way.
wasn't the right time.
It got in the way of us, like people that we formerly loved, whether it was friends or more, got in the way of what could have been us being together. Oh yeah, she is
So
very
if
lovely.
you are like in love with somebody,
Mhm.
don't let your friends influence you
Yeah, and I definitely
against
did.
that person.
Yeah, it was hard. Um, if I met Heather first before the friend that influenced me, I would have been together with her still. Um, I just I really trusted this person, and we're not friends anymore. I mean, if I saw her, I would be cool with her. But yeah, it really sucked. It like I've been betrayed by friends as well as exes, so yeah, so it's a hard thing, you guys. So just be careful who you're close to. Um, if people are, Heather's always been supportive of everyone. Um, she she has issues with people I also have issues with, so it makes sense because they're those people I had issues with, and like it's like yeah, I get it, yeah, totally, they do that. It's like, but if someone is, um, when you see that you have potential for love and they're trying to make it, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? Oh, that real quick, yeah, bring that up.
I do have a YouTube channel. It's Fallen Angels Nursery,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be more active on there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we'll definitely, yeah, because we're gonna talk about the future. I know, like, so we're going into how we met and stuff. So we're actually gonna make that a first episode of a video podcast series. We're gonna be a weekly one, where it's gonna be called Pop Political Culture, and we're it's a show about how politics and pop culture are very similar in the way that things play out and people talk about it. The way that people talk about The Last Jedi is very similar to how people have been talking about the election, and how a lot of movies that we love, especially Star Wars or Captain America Civil War and all these things, which is a political movie, or The Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and there's a lot of underlying political
Mhm.
objectives to that,
Yeah.
metaphorically.
Or one episode I want to do in the future, especially going with toys, how in kids like me in the 80s and 90s were pretty much subliminally made to buy, and how capitalism is instilled in us from birth. And it's very much not just an American thing, but very much an American thing. And how even though we love characters like Spider-Man and Transformers and, you know, G.I. Joe, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, Pokemon, all that stuff is like, you gotta catch them all, right? So I definitely want to do an episode about how, even though we love these things, they are literally it's the business of capitalism, and that's very political too. How capital, businesses like Amazon and just all these businesses, Walmart, Target, have a hand in how politics are run, how laws are made. So I really want to. Thank you, Dave. Me and Heather are gonna have, because she has a lot of expertise in both politics. She actually wants to be in actual politics one day, which I definitely support. Oh no, I know. Well, it's not good news, but yeah, Trump has COVID. I don't want Trump to have COVID. I just want him to be actually a decent person for once.
Yeah.
The good news would be for him to condemn white supremacy. That would be good news. More than I would rather him condemn white supremacy than have COVID. That would be good news for me. Him having good news is not. I mean, COVID is not good news. It's bad news, but I feel like it is a little, what's it called?
Karmic.
Karma. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, maybe if he didn't condemn, mass and white supremacy. I mean, if he actually
If he
condemned.
had been truthful from the
Yeah.
beginning instead of downplaying the virus.
Oh yeah. Oh, I look like a member of Fight Club. Thanks. Does Heather have any tattoos? Yes, she does. She has quite a bit of tattoos. Like, it's
Well, I
up
have
to
a
you.
portrait of Jim Morrison on my
Yep.
back.
Oh yes, Jim Morrison, one of her
I
favorites.
have a circle with my uncle's name in it on my ankle. I
Mhm.
have a moon on my butt.
Mm-hmm.
I have stars on my hips.
Mhm.
And then I have one that's really, really special, which is this one.
Oh yeah.
That's my son. I'm bereaved.
Yeah.
My son was born premature,
Yeah.
and so this
thanks,
was
your
his
friend.
ultrasound that I got done,
Oh.
and it was done by Kat Von D.
Yeah, Kat Von D did that tattoo, you guys. Is that amazing? I wish I had a
And,
Kat Von D tattoo.
She is such an amazing, sweet,
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful person.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the story of my son being born premature is a pretty tragic one, and
Yeah.
when she knew my story, she actually didn't charge me either. She did it for free. She's an amazing person.
That's
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Kat Von D too, so yeah, I'm like so beautiful. I was
Like, how can you not have
I
a crush
know.
on her?
So beautiful. I know. Awesome tattoo in the story behind it. Thank you, Toy Stash. But yeah, like, so we are gonna the pop culture or pop political culture. We're gonna try to do an introductory episode next week. We're gonna make it a video and audio podcast, so you can watch a video of us talking on YouTube here exclusively, and then we'll put it on Spotify and iTunes and everything like that. So yeah, we're gonna try to make it at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half if we really get into it. We'll have talking points. We'll make it about. So if you love what I've been about the last 10 years or so, we'll still have that, but we are going to, especially leading up to election, that's why I want to get out there. I want to do election special. I want to do all that stuff. I'm making another toy review. We're a fan here. Yeah, we're going to do unboxing reviews, so it's going to be the live, like what we just did for Miguel O'Hara. By the way, I just love this, and
Yeah. I've been playing with them.
I know. And we'll inject a little humor
All I'm
into
hearing is, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, I know. It's so good. I know, right? I love this figure, you guys. Oh, it's so good. This is my yeah, I try and think oh, and yeah, they're making Hot Toys Miles Morales Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Gwen with a spider ham. So I definitely can't wait for that. Definitely picking those up. But yeah, like you guys, what's one of your information reasons why my inspiration for what? Because I'm inspired by many things, but are you talking about my YouTube or what would, like, please be specific, sorry. Any tips on collecting Hot Toys? Have a job so you can buy Hot Toys. That's the best tip I could tell you. Since you live in San Jose, hobby stores. There is it's hard. There is some hobby stores. I haven't gone there, but one of my favorite. If you want Hot Toys, go to Comic Figure Addicts in Union City. I'm friends with Juan, who runs the store. I bought a bunch of Hot Toys from them. They're amazing. So support small business. Comic Figure Addicts are cfaddicts.com. So go to them. You're hilarious, handsome. Thanks, Shaq. Dang, trying to hit on me when my girlfriend's here? No, I'm just kidding. No, you're awesome, Jack. And by the way, I appreciate whether you're male or female giving me a compliment about my looks. I'm not weirded out by that, but I'm just being funny. Heather is very happy to have a Triple H. Oh, yeah, I do have the old school Triple H look. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a cool compliment. I look like Jared Leto. Yeah, I did have Jared Leto had that. I think
Well,
he
as a
has.
person myself who has a lot of hair,
Hmm.
like, I don't know if you guys can even see this,
Yeah.
how long my hair is,
Yeah.
but the fronts
Yeah.
touch, or like it's touching me here, but if
Yeah.
I bring out the back, it
Yeah.
all falls into my lap.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's a big
I'm a
thing.
pretty hairy person myself.
Yeah. Well, she even if I cut my hair and shave my beard, she would love me. But one of the things that's cool because I've been living back here in the South Bay for a year now, and being on dating apps. Well, and this is back when I still was clean shaven. My hair was just even halfway this length. I remember I went on a date with this woman who was Filipino actually, and it's not just a Filipino thing. This has happened to me with other nationalities. But actually, it's funny because my mom has done this, and she is Filipino. Where she says like, "Oh, your hair is like, do you ever think about cutting your hair or shaving and stuff like that?" And I'm like, "Oh, well." I said this to her. If you're thinking about maybe being with me long term, but I'm not gonna do it for a date.
Well, that and like
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to cut your hair or trim your beard for somebody.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
that's weird.
I know.
I'm Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
So I'm used to that.
Yeah.
That's part of like our culture to have grow our hair out and beards out and things because it has to do with your hair is where you store your transcendence.
Yeah.
Your energy throughout your body, your
Oh,
spiritual
cool.
energy escapes out through your head. So in our culture, long hair means that you're a transcendent, you're connected
Thank
to
you.
Gaia, you're connected to God, you're connected to the spirits, you're
Oh, yeah.
tethered to all the elements.
Yeah,
So
I'm actually am growing out my hair. My hair. I want to grow to at least my shoulders. Yeah, I had long hair about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and the only reason I cut it because I was trying to find love, and I didn't get as many dates when I had longer hair, and then I did get. Oh yeah, I love Samurai. John Frusciante, yeah, he also has the same look too, the beard and the long hair. But yeah, no, I miss having my long hair, and with the pandemic, even before I dated her, I wanted to grow my hair out. I wasn't going on any dates, so I'm like, why? I'm gonna grow out my hair. I'm gonna grow a beard, and when we got together, she loved me for my beard, my hair, and even if I wanted to shave it, she would still love me. And it means a lot to be with someone that doesn't want to dictate my
yeah,
look.
totally. And plus, I've known you since
Yeah.
since before all of that.
Yeah, she's known me when I've had short hair, no beard. Yeah, I look good either way. I know I look good with no beard or short hair, and I think I look good with a beard and long hair too. And I don't know, just like one of those things. We wear masks all the time, so it doesn't even matter if I shave or wear a beard. So yeah, and it feels nice. I've been using. I got a beard kit using beard balm and beard oils. It's really nice. It's definitely maintenance, but shaving constantly is maintenance too. So whether you have a clean shaven face or a beard, there's no perfect thing for a guy. Reminds me of the first time I heard the Beatles. Oh yeah. Hey Sean,
But,
do you?
okay, so
I love Machine Gun Kelly.
here's the
Especially
thing.
the song with Halsey.
Let me find a good example because it's not just your beard and your hair that reminds me of like the 1970s Paul McCartney. Like your overall, like everything, like your cheeks, your eyes, your
Oh, yeah.
freaking nose, your lips. You look like freaking Paul McCartney.
Oh, thank
okay,
you.
so like, yeah. Do you see this?
Oh yeah.
You look exactly like him.
Oh thanks. I know, right?
Yes, you do. The
Thanks.
hair part and
Yeah.
everything, and I don't even think you did that intentionally.
Nope, I didn't. I know, how funny.
It's like look at that. Just like hit your smile and you like even like your teeth and stuff. I swear to God. Okay, so like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, your smile, like the teeth shapes. It's like crazy how much you look like Paul
I know,
McCartney.
right? I know, right? How
Except for
funny.
he's got black eyes, and that's the only thing that's different.
Mhm.
But like your eye shape and stuff, though, you look so
Oh, I
much
definitely have a
like
winner.
him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were saying I do look like him. Probably guitar next time. We're gonna wrap it up here in a bit. Because I got to work tonight, and also we have some business to take care of after this. Holy smokes, he does. Yeah, I know. People.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, like I love you guys. Oh, we love you too, Jack. Um, yeah. Any other things? So, but yeah. Unless there's any other questions, just want to let you guys know. So hopefully by Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have our introductory episode. We'll kind of do an interview each other episode, talk about our lives, talk about how we met in more in depth, and then talk about the future of what we're going to do for the podcast. Then we'll actually have an episode talking about, certain things that correlate, like, how fans talk about movies versus politics and how similar it is. By the way, Quorum is on there, like with the Banana Bear podcast that I was part of. I actually mentioned Heather early on in that before we even became well, we were official, but we were like Facebook official, I guess. So I remember I don't know, yeah, like, yeah, I mentioned Heather during that too. I mean, yeah, that it's like, oh yeah, it's my girlfriend, blah, 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 so it was awesome. But yeah, check out Quorum and Anthony James's podcast, because I missed doing podcasts with those guys. It was really great. But like, like the Cobra Kai episode with Johnny and the Cobra Kai guys, except no one died. Spoiler alert, sorry. You should make a review for you. She should make a review for you, like what, like a toy review, or what type of review? It's unless you put like a thing, because a review can be anything. Like a podcast? Oh, you mean like a review of me? Like kind of like, as me
kind
as
of
a
like
person?
how he reviews hot toys. I'm going to review Sean Long.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We should definitely do that. Yeah, for her channel, and then like, I'll put an advertisement so you watch the video on her channel. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. But yeah, do the articulation. Oh yeah, like you would move me around. It's like, oh, I can't. No, don't rotate. That'd be funny if you're trying to rotate my arms.
But
like,
the type of articulation that you are is
Yeah.
intellectual.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yes. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, do you pre-order the new Marvel Legends Star Wars figures? Yeah, I did. I pre-ordered Black Arachnia because I love her. I want to get the Masterpiece one, but I think that will be a good substitute till I do get that one. I got the what else? Oh, Cyclonus. I definitely want that Cyclonus. Oh yeah, let her review the SH Figure Arts Batman 1989. She does have like you should review that Wonder Woman figure just for fun. That'd be funny. Especially when Wonder Woman comes out if it does come out in December. At this point, we don't know.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, definitely be cool. Just do your own take on the toy review. You don't have to make it into like you're a toy reviewer now, but just for fun.
Yeah, because I'm not a toy reviewer. I am
a doll artist.
I create fake babies.
Yeah.
I'm an artist that appreciates the aesthetic of Hot Toys. Because like from what I do for a living,
sure,
this is pretty dope.
I'll save you a plate, Jack. I know, like if you meant we had dinner because we had tacos and stuff. Still have we both? How many tacos do you have left? I have 2.
I have 2.
Yeah, there you go. See, man. Yeah, I don't think I can eat any more tacos unless I make room.
I was actually just thinking about eating those, my last 2.
Oh yeah, sure. If you want.
Sounds good right now. No.
Yeah, you can eat them if you want to finish up yeah. Are you all in California? Yes, which is unfortunate because it's on fire right now. California is not the most ideal place to be right now. I mean, it's awesome minus the smoke. Yeah. You guys are angels? Do you mean angels? Yeah, because I'm like right now, look, I'm a 90-degree angle right now.
Angel is my last name.
Oh, yes. Heather Angel. Yeah, any other thing? Do I miss any questions? I have to tap on the screen so I can see any. The Star Wars game, it looks cool. I might get it, but yeah, I'm worried. Yeah, great talking to you, Sean. Oh yeah, thank you, Joe. You're awesome. Your fire's at St. Helena. Shartimus Prime. Oh, Shartimus Prime. He's not. He's a little bit closer to the current fire that's going on, but he lives in a town near a beach, so it's not too bad. He's been safe. You introduced me. Oh yeah. By the way, when I'm glad and I'm sorry because I'm sorry you had to spend so much money over the years. anytime people say I started collecting toys and bought all these toys, I always apologize because I'm like, oh, I'm sorry you had to spend all this money. Um, but yeah, I mean, oh yeah, one little thing on that, especially because Heather knows this is how I've been feeling for a while now. Guys, just if you're collecting anything like this, I love Miguel O'Hara. I love Spider-Man 2009. I'm so happy that I have this figure. It is a piece of art as well as an opposable action figure. It's really awesome. I'm just like admiring it right now. But please, just with anything in life, not just action figures, anything, clothes, shoes, electronics, buy something because it brings you joy. Don't buy something because other people are buying it, because it's just gonna be another thing in your collection. I know, like I always admire all my Hot Toys when I'm in my office. I I want to like take them out and play with them, but I'm doing other stuff. And that's how you should feel about your collection. You should want to randomly grab something and play with it. You should like don't buy. We become a culture, and this is something I'll talk about in the podcast in a future episode. If you don't like, if you're buying something just because other people have it or because you feel like you have to buy it, then that's not a healthy way of collecting. um, you should only like these things. This guy's almost $300. You should get something because it's something like them, like it's a character that means a lot to you. It's something that you're really happy to have, and if you had to sell it, you would be greatly depressed. It shouldn't be something that you're gonna
Yes.
have in your collection for a little while, then
Totally.
sell off.
Like there's people that collect the babies that I make, and they are way more expensive than a hot toy.
Yep.
To purchase a baby from me, you're gonna pay well over $1,000.
Yep.
And there's women that have tons of them, and they buy cribs for them, and all these other little baby accessories for them. And I tell them the same thing. Don't do it for subscriber views or for likes on Instagram.
Yep.
If it genuinely brings you joy in life, and a lot of these can provide a lot of different types of therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you do it for.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and a lot of people, which I love seeing on YouTube, people will buy Hot Toys and make stop motions out of them.
See,
People
that's
will,
what I want to do with these. Every time I see these, I'm like, oh my god, I
And we
want to
will.
play with them.
We
I want
will.
to do stop motion with them. I want to bring out my voices and do some voice acting.
yeah. In fact, you guys,
This is like a gold mine for like putting out some high quality entertainment.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I was doing on my toy reviews. And even I would make those after credit parodies, you guys.
Yeah, like with your Deadpool toy review. I remember that.
Exactly.
One.
Oh, that was one of the funnest videos I made.
That's
with
when
Hot
we were
Toys.
actually dating.
Yeah.
I was in your bed sleeping.
Yep.
When you were making that.
Yep, exactly. That was so great. Yeah. Oh, and I got my Deadpool. Yeah, I still want to do that video with the Deadpool head too. Yeah. So I want to make really fun, entertaining things with my toys, and also do a podcast where we talk about very important things. So that's the future of the channel. The toy reviews won't be anything like it'll be like what we just did, an unboxing and review. I'll do that with a whole bunch of figures. I have some Thundercat and Spider-Man figures coming from Big Bad Toy Store, so I'll unbox those and do a review of them. So I'll take the best parts of the toy reviews I used to did, and I still want to make like some fun parodies slash artistic type fun videos. And then with the toy review stuff, you guys got Shartimus, you got tons of great toy reviewers out there. But whenever I do get something I want in my collection, I'm very passionate about, I will do an unboxing like this. So toys aren't going to be gone from my channel, but they're just not going to be the main focus. I mean, pop culture will always be a focus, but it won't. I don't want to consider myself a toy reviewer anymore. I haven't really been for a while, but I will unbox toys. I still collect toys, but that's just one facet of who I am. It always has been one facet of who I am. I love music. I love politics. I'm an activist on so many issues, whether it's human rights and animal rights, trans rights, LGBT rights. Yeah, a lot of things. So, and Heather is very passionate about too. We can talk about things about what's going on in Armenia and all these things going on right now. So, actually, yeah, we can do a whole show talking about this. But if you're a big fan of Philip DeFranco like we are, watch his video today because that will talk about what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy that he made a video and is using his voice to talk about what's happening in my homeland right now.
Yeah.
I really appreciated it. Very much so.
Exactly. So yeah, like any other last things? Because you look like you got back from Woodstock? Thanks. Hopefully it's the original Woodstock and not Woodstock 99.
You know, a
Cause,
lot of people tell me that I look like I wandered out of the 60s and 70s,
Yep.
But the truth is, during that era, Armenian fashion was really popular
Yep.
with artists like Cher and other people that were Armenian that had influence in the culture. So, thank you.
Yes.
I dress very much like an Armenian woman.
Oh yes, which I love. By the way, someone asked if any relationship advice. I mean, we've known each other for so many years now, and now being in a relationship.
Don't use your personal insecurities
Yeah.
against your partner.
Yep.
Don't try to find yourself in your partner.
Yep.
Your partner's not a mirror, they're a person. Communication is important. Always express how you feel, but also listen to how your partner feels.
Oh yeah.
Without getting defensive. Be willing to like take constructive criticism. Be willing to have conflicting point of views on things.
Oh yeah.
Be willing to, put up with leaving the seat up because that's ridiculous. Don't fall, and what I mean by that is don't fall into societal traps
Yeah.
that tells you these are the things you're supposed to argue about that are totally man-made.
Yeah.
Because 1,000 years ago, couples weren't arguing about that dumb crap. It didn't even exist.
Yeah.
Appreciate who your partner is for who they are, and validate yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're gonna expect your partner to validate your existence, and that's not healthy.
Yeah,
So.
and me and Heather have been through a lot, and us being in a relationship now, we definitely are both emotionally stable and what was it like? What was it emotionally available now? We're emotionally available for a relationship, and we both can contest that we've been with people that weren't emotionally available. Don't be in a relationship if you feel like. I know it's hard to be alone. Believe me, I know. But if you have things to work on in your own personal journey, whether it's learning to love yourself or if you can be okay being single and finding your own passions or working on your own personal things, drugs and alcohol luckily weren't ever part of my things, but just being okay. That was the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'll share a little thing on this, and we'll talk about this in a future thing on our podcast. But when I first dated Heather the first time, I was so scared of being hurt, and that pain was so hard, especially coming off of a broken engagement, and Heather's been through even worse. And me now, I've been hurt. I put myself in the dating game for so long now, where I constantly got hurt, and I still picked myself up and kept going. And that's what you have to be. You have to be willing to know that you're going to get hurt and it's going to suck, but you have to know it's going to be worth it in the end. And she's worth it. She was worth all that, being ghosted. There's stuff she knows that I haven't shared with anyone, but definitely some really like being turned on my head, like people walking out on me type of stuff. And I still pushed forward. And because I knew I deserved to be loved and I knew I wanted to love someone. And you have to have the mentality, if you're only going in hoping someone's going to fix all your things, and that's not what I go into. I don't expect her to fix me. I don't expect to fix her. You have to be just happy to have someone in your life that will support you in your own journey that you're trying to do, and vice versa.
Yeah, you should always enter a relationship with common goals for each other.
Yep.
Not to the goal to, I'm going to change this person or expect this person to cut off parts of themselves in order to please me.
Exactly, and that's not a healthy thing.
The path to self-love is a long, hard road of solidarity. It can only happen individually. It cannot happen with somebody attached to you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a big thing, you guys. Like, don't ever go into dating someone like a fish you, because everyone is no one's perfect. There's no perfect person out there. Everyone you meet, and I know this from my dating experience, even when people put on dating apps, which I don't recommend dating apps, avoid them in all costs if you can, um, because people go and yeah, we'll definitely do a whole episode of this in the future. Dating apps just reinforce the notion that people are trying to find the perfect person in this in an imperfect world. There's no perfect person out there. Everyone, even the people that seem to
It's
have
so
it together.
shallow. All you see is a. See, I've never done
Yeah.
dating apps, but
And
I just know that you just see pictures of people, and it's all like really vain because that's the initial contact of
Yep.
swiping left or right as
Yep.
if you're attracted to them
Yep.
or
I know.
not, and you know,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
it's better to meet somebody by random chance.
Yeah, it's just so I mean, I know it's harder right now with COVID and everything, but especially when things get back to normal, um, even like I've had such great like doing Uber. I've had such male and female great conversations with people just talking about life and everything. I mean like friends doing Uber, and that's what I'm saying. Like just put yourself out there in situations where you'll meet people, and whether you meet a great friend or potentially the love of your life, put yourself in that situation. Like even if you have anxiety, even if you're shy, just learn to open yourself up slowly to people one by one, and it really will help like show you a whole different side of life and people's like beliefs or people's interests. You learn a lot about the world by talking to people. And if you put yourself in your own little box, you're never going to find love. You're never going to grow as a person. And you have to open yourself up to people. That's the big thing. If you're not willing to open yourself up to people, you shouldn't be dating people. You shouldn't be, you just have to learn to open up that yourself. That's the biggest advice I can give to people, because I wish I was more like that the first time we dated, and that's why we didn't end up together the first time. But now I've been like that for a while, and that's why we are together and we're so on the same page on so many things, because we have the same end goals, and we want not only to be in a relationship, to be get married and have kids, but also like we want to accept the person for who they are and be happy to be have a life together. Well, even if we have, you know, we want to do something like this and that in our jobs and stuff like that, we will support each other, and that's what you should be doing when you're in a relationship. You know, no matter what, and shouldn't change the person unless you're trying to change the person from being a drug abuser or a sexual predator, which they shouldn't be.
Even
Don't try
with
to
drug
change.
abuse, you shouldn't try to change a person. It's best to just leave because
Yeah, exactly.
the only person that can really help themselves in those situations are themselves when
Yeah.
they're ready.
Yeah. Now, the only way you can really change the person, if
Sometimes is by leaving.
yeah, exactly, because if that person wasn't a drug abuser but became it because they lost someone close to them, they lost a job, any sort of trauma can cause drug abuse. Um, but I've been very lucky. That's something I'm very proud of myself. You know, this month, actually in a couple weeks is Straight Edge Day. I'm gonna actually make a video about 20 years this year.
See,
I've been straight edge.
I've never got into that either.
Yeah, that's a big reason
It's
why I
good.
love her too. And yeah, besides from coffee, which compared to my dad, and I grew, that's why coffee was a big thing growing up. Both my mom and my dad loved coffee, and my dad would drink like 7 cups of coffee. He's really toned down a lot, but yeah, I don't drink alcohol. I don't even drink soda. Yeah, so I'm definitely proud that with all the hardship I went through, from breakups and losing friends to suicide and murder and cancer and my grandma this year and all that stuff. Even my poor dad, I'm sure he wouldn't mind me sharing me, because he's up about these things. He got into a little drinking binge after my grandma died, because that's his mom, and I was just there for him, and I just kept moving forward and focused on things that made me happy, because using things like alcohol and drugs, unless they're medicinal purposes, unless they're things that are actually going to help your body heal and stuff, don't fall into the thing where you think that's going to help you cope or forget about any pain you're going through, because that pain will always be there. Drugs aren't going to erase that.
Yeah,
So,
that's putting a band-aid on an open head wound.
exactly. So it's okay if you guys drink alcohol. It's okay if you're legal to drink alcohol and smoke marijuana. I totally support it. Cigarettes, not my thing, but if you vape, I guess that's cool. But I will say this: just do that stuff in moderation. Do that stuff because medicinal purposes or for enjoyment. Don't
Don't
become
become dependent on it.
exactly. And if you know, don't ever drink and drive. That's why I'm an Uber driver. I'm don't ever drink and drive. You could potentially become a murderer by doing that. Yeah, so please be careful. Do things in moderation. Anything, sugar, drugs, everything in moderation. Don't even things you enjoy like toy collecting. If you go overboard, that it becomes its own set of problems. So that's
Yeah, there's an addiction to buying things. And
exactly.
instant gratification of
Exactly,
owning things.
because I even did that because I have an addictive personality, and even though I wasn't drinking or doing drugs, when I had money, I would just buy stuff just because, and that's something you don't want to fall into, you guys. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because you could hook up with someone doesn't mean you should. Just because you can get high on drugs doesn't mean you should. You always gotta think: is this really gonna make me happy? Do I really need this? And you should ask those things before you do something. So yeah. Anyway, we probably should wrap this up here because it's getting late. I stopped drinking 2 years ago. I'm very proud of you, Jill. Good job. I drink water and soda. That's all I like. That's fine. Soda. Just be careful of how much soda, especially Mountain Dew, because that affects your sperm count. Hot toys is very addicting, yeah. But that's the thing. You have to have money to have hot toys. And make sure you have money to pay your bills. You're prioritizing food and your priorities before hot toys, because
You should have always make sure you have a savings though. You shouldn't
yes.
be spending all of your extra money on action figures when you could be saving that money
Yep.
for things that you're going to need in the future. Because
Exactly.
you never know what the future is going to hold, and it's always good to have a savings.
Exactly. I agree. But yeah, you guys, anything you want to say, Heather, before we end the show? I think we answered all the questions. We did a good,
Yeah.
nice.
Stop. Thank you guys for being kind. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, and thank you guys also for like one more time showing off the figure. This is a sideshow exclusive, but oh yeah, Wakanda forever. But if you want to get your own Hot Toys figures, go to bigbadtoystore.com. Link is in the description. Also, thanks to Coldest Water Bottle for making sure that I'm hydrated and keeping cool on these hot days in California that we're literally dealing with fires right now. Be safe out there if you're in California. Please, especially since our president has it, wear a mask, wash your hands, social distance, don't go to freaking parties. And if you have a get together, make sure it's with friends you know are tested, you know that aren't doing anything else but staying with the same core group of people. Please be safe, you guys. And I wish our president. Oh, you have 2 questions with no response. Vote. Oh. Oh, you asked the question, Quorum? Oh, Quorum's my bud. Okay, I'll answer them really quick. What was the question, Quorum? Just real quick, and then we'll go. He'll be our final questions. Quorum was the podcast. Quorum is my man. I love Quorum. Horrorama. Are you doing Horrorama this year too? But Trump 2020. Well, let's hope he can survive to run for 2020 now that he has COVID. So yeah, like I said, I don't want. It's not good news that he has COVID. It will be good news if he denounces white supremacy. I was asking because she makes babies. Does she make a Cholula baby style? Oh yeah. Talk about that. Like, have made babies that aren't just like.
They have tentacles. Yes, I have.
That's awesome. Yeah. Don't be stupid with someone who is stupid. Yeah. Needs a water brush to remove from his left hand. Oh yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah. I think you remember asking that, Quorum. I'm sorry. Yeah. Heather makes non-humanoid babies. So yeah. What was the other question, Quorum? But yeah, Heather makes some amazing babies and stuff.
Yeah, you can see my full portfolio at fallenangelsnursery.com.
Oh yeah, trying to make where Miguel is not hiding Heather. I love that he's just like, oh, it looks like he's holding my head.
Total camera hog.
Oh yeah, yeah, Quorum. Yes, I'll talk to you this week. Yeah, because we want to set up our podcast. Like, yeah, because Quorum has always been the podcast guy. when we did BKBN. So yeah, we'll definitely we got a good podcast mic. We're probably gonna share it until we get our own, because mics are obviously expensive. But yeah, we have a good podcast mic, and I have a recording thing, and we'll record it on YouTube, and then yeah. Do you make friends? They're stupid. That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay. What was that the question, Corum? If we need help, because yeah, well, I'll definitely ask you and stuff. Okay. I think well, just to make sure that Quorum answered the question, I just want to say thanks again, you guys, so much. I'll have a package from Big Bad Toy Store next week, and we'll do unboxing of that stuff, as well as hopefully you have our first episode up of pop political culture. By the way, the reason we named it that, I originally wanted to call it either politics or political or something like that. Oh, okay. I answered Quorum's questions. There's actually a conservative pop culture podcast that's called Poplitics.
I don't know if it's pop culture. I think they just trash talk popular
Yeah.
politics.
It's a conservative podcast, but we're not doing that. We're not talking bashing leftists or anything like that.
We're not gonna be talking smack about Kanye.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that stuff. We're literally gonna talk about how politics and pop culture really parallel to each other. Not only the discussion of both, but the movies and TV shows and characters and stuff like that. So we're gonna really have a nice in-depth discussion about certain topics. And we'll talk about things that are going on in the world while talking about because even the thing like the casting of how people got mad about Holly Bailey being Ariel, about people, it's gonna be pop culture, so it'll be whether it's Disney stuff or Marvel, DC, or toys, but also the political stuff that goes along. Because even though people don't like to talk about politics are in everything, you guys. People get political about movies and
football.
Yep.
Teams.
Oh yeah. Oh, the crowd.
NASCAR drivers.
Oh yeah. By the way, we
It is getting pretty late.
Oh yeah, we're stopping now. So yeah, we denounce white supremacy. The Proud Boys can go fuck themselves. I would save an F-bomb for them, because they are the worst group. They're the ones that are taking Trump's not denouncing white supremacy as a call to arms, and they need to be stopped at all costs. If they knock at anyone's door that I love, they are gonna prepare for some pain, because they have no place in our country. They have no place in the world. So yeah, the Proud Boys can go fuck themselves. So okay. Anyway, please follow me and Heather on our Instagrams. Follow on Angel Nursery and Sean X Long. Twitter, I'm very Twitter and Instagram, I share a lot of things that mean a lot to me, with the election and things that mean a lot. So and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully with our first episode of Pop Political Culture. And and thank you guys so much. We love you. And as Miguel O'Hara would say, live long and love life. That was terrible. So thank you guys. We love you guys. Oh, Sean for 2020. Oh, it's okay. Heather would be a better politician than I would be. I would be her. I would be her first husband for sure. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a good night. And I'm trying to remember how to end this. Yep. Oh yeah, right. I think up here. Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. Live long. And